Jansen is live to us now in Cape Town. Leigh-Anne, so several organisations coming out condemning the incident as it unfolded in Parliament. The Parliamentary Press Gallery Association, Media Matters, SANEF as well.
Yes, the Parliamentary Press Gallery Association sent out a statement a short while ago saying that it will write to the Speaker of the National Assembly, the chairperson of the NCOP and the EFF, asking for Shivambu to apologise and for disciplinary action to be taken against him and the other man who was with him, seemingly part of his security detail, saying that any journalist working in the parliamentary precinct on assignment and outside any restricted area, which de Kock was, has the full right to photograph and ask any questions of anyone at the precinct. So yeah, everyone has come to the fore speaking about this matter. It's trending all over social media. Political analysts, various other people within the media fraternity, all commenting on this, reflecting their disgust actually at this matter.
Yeah, and in the meantime, Floyd Shivambu, it's business as usual for him. He is in the Parliamentary Finance Portfolio Committee. From his party, though, have we heard anything?
We haven't heard anything from Shivambu or his party as yet. We're waiting to hear whether he will give my colleague Annika Larsen, who's in that committee meeting, any comment later today. But we haven't heard from any official word from the EFF as yet.
All right, Leigh-Anne, you're at Parliament for a number of different stories unfolding, you and the rest of the eNCA team. One of those stories is the disciplinary hearing, which was set to get underway for Cape Town Mayor Patricia de Lille. What can you tell us on that developing story?
Well, at this stage, as we understand it, Patricia de Lille's legal team and the panel, the DA's panel, is locked in discussions around technical issues pertaining to her trial, set to take place at the Marx building here at Parliament. The issue of whether or not it will be open to the public and the media has not even been addressed yet. Patricia de Lille has asked for her disciplinary proceedings to be open to the public and the media so that she can defend her name and defend herself in the public domain, and if the DA disallows that, she will head to the Western Cape High Court. So as it stands, there have been no developments in Patricia de Lille's disciplinary hearing per se.
So Leigh-Anne, let's just go back on the story just to give our viewers a picture of how we've gotten to this point. One of the issues that Jay himself, he's the DA Federal Council chairperson, one of the things that he's talked about in the media is that Patricia de Lille is in fact the one who has been talking in the media around the fact that she faces corruption charges, supposedly. But he says the DA has never said that.
Well, initially the DA did say that. In the months and weeks leading up to the 14th of January, when the DA's federal executive had met just outside the airport in Cape Town to discuss the de Lille matter, it was over corruption and whether or not she herself was corrupt or covered up corruption within the city of Cape Town. After that meeting and later that day, the DA federal executive had changed tack and had a media briefing in which it said, okay, well, now it's formally charged Patricia de Lille of bringing the good name of the party into disrepute and sowing irreparable divides within the City of Cape Town caucus. So initially that was the claim against her, that she was corrupt and that she was covering up corruption. But the DA did make a turnaround soon after the DA's federal executive had actually met around this issue.
So Patricia de Lille herself has a lot to fight for here. She has a reputation as a corruption whistleblower, and yes, she, in her own reasoning, is facing allegations of corruption. But one of the other things she's also fighting is exactly who makes up this panel that will be part of her disciplinary hearing.
Yes, she has everything to fight for. Her credibility is at stake. Patricia de Lille has been asked by the NPA to be one of the witnesses against former President Jacob Zuma. And she has said that she cannot go and stand in the witness box with a cloud of corruption hanging over her head. So she is fighting to clear her name. She is also fighting for Sheila Camera, who is the former Deputy Justice Minister, to recuse herself. She says that Camera had acted under the former apartheid government, that she was part part of the National Party before and that they are known political foes. So she wants Sheila Camera off this panel. Whether or not that's going to happen is anyone's guess. We need to wait for further developments in this disciplinary proceeding.
Yeah, of course, and it's a shut meeting. The media doesn't have an ear to what's unfolding behind those closed doors, Leigh-Anne, but what we do know is that the DA will have plenty to answer for if the decision is in fact made that this disciplinary won't be taking place under the scrutiny of the media and of the public.
It will have a lot to answer for, but then it can also, the DA can also argue that this is an internal party process and it doesn't have to be open to the media or the public. So it's a bit of a double-edged sword there for the Democratic Alliance.
All right, well, thanks very much for that. All the very latest there from eNCA's Leigh-Anne Jansen.